I gotta flip the bacon first. Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we're traveling to Fort McAllister State Park in Savannah, Georgia. But before we get there, I need to tell you about the 5 things that I learned on our last trip that you need to know. These tips will help you make the most of your time at Fort McAllister and avoid some of the mistakes that I made. So grab your marshmallows and sunscreen and let's get started. Sorry, I gotta start the bacon first. You're probably already itching to book your trip to Fort McAllister State Park after watching this video, but trust me, you'll want to hear these tips first. From packing systems to exploring hidden gems, these insights will help make your next trip unforgettable. And stick around to the end to see what hilarious things Jackson was doing while I was making the bacon in the opening sequence. Tip 1 is to have a system. This might sound obvious, but it's been the biggest game changer for us. From packing, setting up camp, planning meals, it all goes smoother if you have a system. Think about packing boxes, designated camping gear, especially gear that goes in the kitchen galley. We have separate pots and pans and utensils that all stay in the back of the galley. They're back there all the time, so we don't have to reload our kitchen every time we go camping. And then also think about routines that work for you. I learned this the hard way with our toddler, and let me tell you, it saved our sanity in the year that we tried to visit all of North Carolina state parks in a single calendar year. Tip number 2 is get to camp early. This one might seem like a no-brainer, and trust me, it's all too easy if you're trying to go right after school or if you didn't have time to pack the night before. But arriving early gives you time to set up camp without rushing, having plenty of time to cook dinner, and even film your YouTube video. Rookie here. Trust me, a relaxed start makes all the difference. Tip number 3 is to be flexible. Yeah, plans change, weather's unpredictable, and that's okay. Don't be afraid to adjust your itinerary if something doesn't feel quite right. Embrace the unexpected, and you might find hidden gems that you never planned for. Just remember this famous quote from Leonard Snark. Make the plan, execute the plan goes off the rails, make a new plan. Tip number 4 is to research your campground. A great review can be your best friend. It gives you insight into the campsites, the amenities, and the hidden spots that you might not find on your own. Fort McAllister offered kayak rentals, there were bike rentals, and then there were a myriad of other activities. The playground that we went to that had the zip line was down by the water, and there was boat access there. There is some hiking. I think there's just one nature trail, but the real draw is the actual Fort McAllister.
Sorry, I left my fire hat on the...
Okay. We actually hadn't planned to tour the fort and then made a last minute decision to do so on the way out of the park, and that was easily the highlight of our trip. Like I said, there is a nature trail, but Jackson and I totally missed that due to the chilly weather, If you are interested in seeing a review of the nature trail, then head over to Sawdust and Sweat NC. I should have a link, maybe like right down here or something on the page, and you'll be able to click over to his video there to see the nature trail over at Fort McAllister. So do your research and plan your activities accordingly. Tip number 5 almost seems like a bonus. Explore local eats. Don't just stick to camp food. Look for local restaurants and hidden gems. We stumbled upon fish bites at Fort McAllister Marina. And let me tell you, the views and the food were both amazing. Supporting local businesses while enjoying delicious meals, win-win. So there you have it, my 5 essential tips for your next camping trip. Remember, planning is key, but also be flexible. Embrace the unexpected. And hey, if you see a guy struggling to film while also cooking bacon, it's probably me. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more outdoor adventures. In the meantime, keep exploring and inspire others to do the same.
Chippy boys. I need chippy boys, Daddy. I need chippy boys.
It would have made sense on your camper too.
I want chippy boys. I want chippy boys. Daddy, I want chippy boys. I want chippy boys. I want chippy boys. I want chippy boys. I want chippy boys.
Keep playing. I'm making the bacon right now. And then I'll give you some chicken for you. Okay. On behalf of Rosemary, Jackson, Hazel, and myself, David, thank you so much for joining us on our adventure. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button if you haven't already. And we would love nothing more than to hear from you down in the comments as well. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep exploring and inspire others to do the same.